is everyone?
Yellow. I thought you were talking to the audience. I'm okay.
A little bit of both. And Kubar, what audience?
We have an audience.
We have an audience of one, maybe two.
Yeah, true.
How dare you disregard Bloody?
Yeah, but Bloody's part of the family.
Our audience is here. Both of them.
Alright then. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us go back to our beautiful game of Into the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
I missed Squish. So, Dungeon Master Seph, would you like to tell us a story?
Yes. Last week, in the words of Simon Sharma, all hell broke loose. I can't quite remember exactly what happened, but
Maelstrom. There's a Maelstrom out the door. There's a fleet of Australian invaders.
Yeah.
And then there was a third thing that you were probably going to go for.
Yes. As the Maelstrom rages outside after you defeated the Aboleth Galore and returned from your little interdimensional jaunt, you suddenly found the sea gate to Stormpoint City blasted open by the Predator. And you see Captain Falkring eager to reclaim the weapons you took from him when you met him oh so many weeks of outside world time ago. So, we shall continue from where we left off.
Go ship!
With the
Oh,
surrounding.
fuck.
I guess I missed something.
Where are we in relation to the Predator? Like, what's the distance between us?
Is there, and you are there.
Okay, not too much ground to cover then.
No.
Good. Because, yeah, there's no way we're just going to let the fucker, like, sail into the city, are we?
Does anyone know how to operate this trebuchet? Or whatever that is. That big thing here. On the top deck.
Ark!
Ballista
Warm
is
up the
currently-
engines!
We're already active.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Target the
I'm
ghost ship.
Ark, I imagine in a collision against that rickety old, like, bucket of... Well, that rickety old rotten tub. You'll come out the victor, yes?
I believe so.
I mean speed then.
Right.
Ramming speed!
Jeremiah,
Full speed ahead, Ark!
I would recommend you make your way onto the deck. Then you can
Absolutely.
board their ship.
Yep. I'm presuming
Jeremiah,
I'm
just-
about saying.
Jeremiah just glances over to Storm. I don't know if that ship isn't stronger than we anticipate.
Well, either way,
Watch,
Jeremiah, we can't let it in. So we gotta meet at the pass.
The Predator is just making its way past the gates at this point. You feel Ark's engines fire up, and before you even know what's happening, Ark's prow has already pierced the side of their ship.
Ha! Excellent work!
And you find yourselves more or less thrown onto the deck of the ghost ship.
Yeah.
Give
I-
me my weapons.
Oh, there goes my idea. I wanted to do a Squish midi torpedo. Oh well.
Watch as Falcon makes his way down onto the deck. Give me my weapons.
Can Squish do something?
Yep.
Something quite possibly very dumb.
Yep, go for it.
He's gonna run forward and just like shove him off the ship.
Make me a strength check, please.
Sure. Oh wait, sorry, that's a saving throw. There.
Oh, not bad.
You try, but you just can't manage it.
Ah! I tried.
It's it's his lair.
Is this
And
because
he's
I did
not
this last
actually-
time?
Yes, basically.
Are you still mad about that?
You just look at his blank little blue lights in his eye sockets just glare at you. And I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
You know, if you kill me, you'll really upset my sister.
1 second, I need to clear the turn order.
Oh,
Right.
Okay. Do we have
Apologies.
to?
Yeah,
we have
roll
to
again.
re-roll.
Initiative.
Of course. Now I'm rolling worse.
Also, just posted something super cute in the Dice&Dolts.
I saw. It's adorable.
Aww.
Kobold dice.
Best
I mean,
kind of
it
dice.
could be worse. It could have
Oh,
been my Trial of
Minnie.
the Elements wedding image.
Minnie, why? My boy.
He's a little. He's just a little slow today.
Okay, the one roll.
He got like tangled in his wings whenever he crashed onto the deck, so he's like turtle on his back trying to get up.
I believe
Okay.
so.
Right. Samael.
Okay. We have a brief moment to overlook this scene. Okay. Well, first things first. You use Destroy Undead.
Okay. Means I need to make will saves for all 8 of them.
Nice.
It would suck if they just happen to be CR1. Ha!
Okay. What do they have to be?
14, so fail, 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 save, save, fail, save, save.
Yeah, you just watch as they disintegrate.
Ah. Clerics,
Looks like half your
man.
crew's gone.
Sammy is an overpowered little tank, and I love him.
Just because you're dealing with undead.
I ain't changing.
Situational!
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You know, I'm gonna be fair. I could do more, but yeah, I'm gonna say end my turn.
Okay.
I could destroy your boss counter immediately, but I choose not to. That's what Icy just said.
Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yep. We're here.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Now.
Squish.
Jurnis,
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
it's your turn.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. So, seeing that this has failed, Squish is just going to revert to punch. To unarmed strike. Oh, god damn it.
For me. You know what I want?
Yep, I know. Squish is in the water! No.
No, but you are prone. You slip on the damp deck.
Only the little green were here.
Next up is Bolt.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Storm has something he'd like to pass to Bolt, but would that have to be part of Storm's turn?
It
or...
would have to be part of Storm's turn.
Crap! Oh well. Plan B then. Bolt does what he does best. He's gonna claw at the undead motherfucker.
Okay, but bear in mind you do not get advantage because Squish is prone.
That's fine.
Oh, hi, Birdson.
Oh no!
You know
And
what I
that
want.
one. What the fuck, man? Somehow Bolt is also prone.
Roll me a d4.
I don't like the sound of this. 1.
Bolt tries to get in behind Fulcrum, but he just smacks into the rigging and kind of gets tangled up a little before flopping onto the deck. Taking 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, my poor boy.
Actually, no, make it 1 psychic damage for Wounded Pride instead.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfectly in character.
Yeah, I know
Next
the
up,
feeling.
it is Fulcrum. He's going to sidestep because he's not an idiot. And it's slashy time. Scimitar.
Ow!
Scimitar. And how many of those hit?
How close is Storm? He's within range of me, right?
Yeah.
So I get my wedding bonus, which is plus... How many? I can't
2.
2.
Plus 2 to 80.
So my armor class is 21, so I get hit by 2.
Okay. That's 1. And that's 2. So you take 7 slashing and 6 piercing. So that's 13 in total.
That's a cheap shot!
Next up is Pinky. He's going to leap over. And he's going to take slashy. Squish. 17 and 22.
22 hits.
You take another 4 slashing.
Seriously, not
Next
cool!
up is Storm.
Hi.
I was going to say Ardeth is not here. She's trying to sort Ark out at the moment.
Aye. Good thing too. Hi. So I have a vial of dragonfire, and I wish to huck it at the ship.
Make a dexterity check with advantage.
Thank you.
You're going to have to tell me where you're going to throw it.
Okay. At the mast!
And which one?
Mast
The ship is
direct-
3.
Yeah, there's 3.
Oh, for God's sakes. Whichever one's closest and easiest to hit. So
So
probably
the
this
main
one.
mast.
Yes.
The main mast where everyone is stood.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay.
I mean, if
But you know I have a hard
throw-
time with ship maps,
if
guys.
if you were able to chuck it into the hold here, that would mean the ship
Well,
is
that's not
burning
a hole,
from the
that's
inside.
the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean the grates down there.
yeah. Okay, I'd like to do that. So if I have to move to do that, I'll do that.
Yeah, you can run up there and chuck it down.
Yeah, and there, please.
Okay. It just goes through. You hear the crack, and you can feel the sudden updraft of heat.
Okay. Good.
I
good,
just
good.
need to
That's
make a-
done.
I
Sorry,
just
carry
need to
on,
make a
Seph.
very quick roll. Let's see, which one should I go for?
The blast of hot air didn't just speed the ship up, did it?
No, it did not. Blast of hot air just went straight upwards past the sail.
Point of order, the ship is still moving, yes?
Has used it.
The ship is still moving, yes.
Okay.
Right. So,
It's not going to be moving far, considering there's another ship right in front of it.
yeah, you
That
sort
is
of wedged
currently
on it.
pushing.
Stop
My
with
turn
the
wasn't
first-
over. Yeah,
I
I
know,
was about
that's
to
what I was saying.
say. Okay, yeah, I've got to go back, get into the fray. And yeah, I'm a Hex Falcon with my bonus action.
Okay.
Disadvantage on Dex, shall we say.
Okay.
And that is Storm's turn.
Next up is Purple. He's going to leap up onto here. And he's going to take a couple of slashes at Jeremiah.
No, yes.
Okay. Yeah, he just manages to catch you. His first slash misses, but he brings it back across and gets you just under the arm. 8 slashing damage, please. And what will you do?
I was thinking about doing something really, really stupid because they're undead, and therefore I don't know if I could even frighten them or intimidate them for long periods of time. But you know what? The Solar X is going to come out, and a 1.
That'll hit.
Whoops, I have. He's raging. Okay, yeah, that too.
No worries, we'll have that retroactively, so that's 23. So yeah, that skeleton will take 1 second. Do 3 damage. Okay.
Still standing.
Yep, still standing.
Same. Second song first.
That'll
Same
hit.
as the first. That's a less impressive
that-
13.
13, yeah, he's still standing, but he's looking pretty broken. Next up is Midnight.
Okay. Yeah, Maddie's not happy that his mama
yeah.
fell down. So he is going to... First off, he'll help if I select the right tool. Gonna hop over to here. And then he's gonna
Okay.
get both of these little fuckers on Acid Breath.
Okay.
If I can find it. There it is.
1
Dexterity
second.
11.
Dex 11, and he has disadvantage because of the curse. Give you 1 second. Skeleton fails. Falcon fails. So roll damage, please.
That's that many.
It's 8. Okay.
And then the Miri is going to fly upwards. So he's going to
Okay.
about 30 feet in the air. And yes, he is aware he's going to get attacks.
Okay. Next up is Samael.
I see.
So let's put little wings on Miri.
I'll let you do that. Oh, yes, everybody.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
Mic wasn't working. All right. So, going to. Do I need to move? I don't think I need to move.
He's
Do
well
s-
tenderized. Well, as tenderized as you can do with the
So-
skeleton.
Yep,
go
that will
on.
hit.
And after the skeleton, and
12 damage. An extra 2, that's 14.
Wouldn't
this
it be
skeleton-
2d6 since it was a
Powerful.
crit?
That's true, yep. Gives another.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll just double it.
Whoops.
That's
So
fair.
you just basically you swing Pronoscrill, and this skeleton just shatters.
all right. Then summon spiritual weapon.
Okay, 1 second.
And put it there.
Okay, 1 moment.
Oh, and he has bloody.
18 will hit.
All right, and Shaboopy.
Who are you attacking? Did you
Uh,
ask who are you attacking?
gonna go after Skelly Boy.
Billy Boy. Okay, about 10. That's 10 damage to him.
And that's the turn.
Okay, next up is Squish.
Okay. Squish is gonna do some cool monk shit and do like a little breakdance move to get up.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna pray that Storm didn't see her fall flat in her ass, but he probably did. And she's gonna go pop pop on Ghost Pirate. This guy.
Okay, that will hit.
Excellent. And I shall do
12.
Flurry of Blows.
Actually, no, it's not 12, sorry. That's, oh no, it's...
28, 21, 27.
Squish does not have advantage.
Oh, she's got.
13,
Okay,
11, 24.
going
So
after the big
first one
guy.
will
Okay.
hit for 6, and then 5, so that's 11 in total.
Mm-hmm. And I would like him to make a which one? Blah 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 blah. A strength saving throw.
Okay.
He had to beat
What does he
a
have to beat?
14.
Okay.
He
You
is
got a 9?
pushed. He is pushed up to 15 feet.
So he's now there.
Ah, dang it! Ah, alright, fine. What is it with you not wanting to go overboard? Meanie?
I'll say he's positioned there just to make it a bit easier. I just need to quickly... I tell you what, to make it fair, he still takes 4 extra bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, because
Hey, Seph, can Seph, can I respond to that as a free action?
Yep.
The captain goes down with his ship, Squish! While the Predator still sails the seas, the captain stays with it.
Fine. Alright then. Now I'm going to use my last attack on Pinky because Pinky hit me.
That 11 will not hit.
Dang. Alright, that's
Next up,
Squish.
Bob.
Birdie boy. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Yeah, he's just gonna fly over and do what he does best. Tearing with the talons.
Okay.
Nice. I don't even need to ask, I know that will hit.
Yeah, that will hit. So that's
12
12
damage.
damage.
And that's Bolt's turn.
Next up is the captain. He is going to... I would like Squish to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Squish, you feel the eyes burn into your soul, and you find yourself paralyzed. After doing that, he turns his attention to Dolt. Slashy. Slashy.
Oh boy. Right, let me check Bolt's AC. 2 hits.
Okay.
Oh
So that's
no.
10 slashing and 5 piercing to Bolt.
Okay, that hurt.
Next up, it is Pinky Lad. And he is going to go for the dragon.
Midnight is 30 feet in the air.
Oh. In that case, he's going to... So, because he can't do that. He's going to move around to here. and take a swing at the barbar.
Okay, let's see.
19.
19 hits. That's the only one that hits.
Okay, you take 4 slashing damage. Next up is Storm.
So, question. Scaly boys engage with Jeremiah, right? So if Storm moves, it wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity, would it?
Roll me a d4.
Okay, interesting. That's a 2.
Yeah, it wouldn't notice.
Okay, good. Alright. Now, because I'm really bad at reading ship maps, I'm going to lay out my route.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay. So, yeah.
You're going to
Storm's
the foreship.
Yep. And I'm going to flank with my bird son.
Okay.
And swing with Beverlaw.
There's no
Okay.
blood to be tasted.
Oh, come on. He enjoyed the carnage.
That will hit.
Oh, and I engage the Hex modifier.
Okay,
Yes.
that is 23.
23.
Alright. And before I forget, I would like Bolt to use his reaction as a coordinated attack.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's going to hit.
An extra 13 points of damage.
damage.
Woo!
Next up, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is going to position himself here. No reason. 1 Solar X.
That will miss.
2 Solar X.
That'll hit.
And that'll be 19 points of damage to Pinky.
Okay. Pinky is still standing.
Could I get a free action? Just
Yes,
to
you
say
can.
something. You know, Captain, that mast here, it's pretty fine. Would be a shame if anything happened to it, wouldn't it? End of turn.
Next up. Yep. Next up is Midnight.
Okay. Matey's gonna fly over here. Fly.
Okay.
And I accidentally closed his sheet. Yeah, because I'm that kind of smart person. And then he is going to use...
Immolation.
Yes.
The captain, I assume.
Yes.
You can roll it. Dexterity with disadvantage.
Yep, it's about to remind you.
8d6.
Oh, there's only 2 of that.
I need the advanced dice roll. There's just too many dice. 8d6. Go.
34 points of damage.
On a failed save, the target also burns for the spell's duration. At the
Okay.
end of each of its turns, the target repeats the saving throw. It takes 4d6 damage on a failed save.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Middy's just gonna kind of chuckle.
Samael?
Alright.
Oh, before we continue, there's just one thing I need to very quickly do.
Yeah.
The ship's on fire! Woo!
Yep.
This ship
Dragon
is on
fire.
It's on fire.
Oh, yes. That's good.
Yep.
It's a nice burn.
I would like
Oh,
Squish,
what's your girlfriend doing here?
Jeremiah, Squish, Jeremiah, and Skeleton all have to make Constitution saving throws.
Yep, failed. Miserably.
I get a plus
Okay,
1 to
Why is
that.
it so hot in here? Oh fuck, it's fire.
Let's see, 15. Yeah, you all fail. You'll all take 4 fire damage. The intent just from the sheer heat.
Ow! I like
Might
being
help
cozy,
with
but
your
this is
fel-
ridiculous.
Might
I
help
see.
with your paralysis.
Okay. So,
Just throw him in the fire.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move there. And bring my spiritual axe around there.
Okay,
And I shall smack him with my mace.
that will hit. So let's see this. 10, 9. 1 second, I need to work this out. 14, 20, 30.
I'm making the
Do you
DM do
do-
math.
Yes.
Okay, that's 30 points of damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yep. And spiritual weapon is in range. I'll roll for that.
That will hit. For 8 points of damage. Squish.
Am I still stunned?
Just 1 second. Yes, you are still stunned.
So all I can
Make
do
me
is
another
repeat
con
the
save,
saving throw?
please.
Con.
Make me another con save. Yep, you're fine. You're able to withstand the heat this time. Is there anything? Is that much else you can do, really?
Can I repeat the wisdom saving throw to try and break out of the fear?
You cannot. That is not on the thing.
Don't worry, Jurnis. I remembered I have
Oh
a
wait,
spell
no,
that
it
help
can,
you.
but you have disadvantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
wait.
no.
Hold on. Actually, instead of that, where is it? I have a thing. No, not Fury the Small. Where is it? Stillness of mind. You can use an action to end one effect on yourself that has caused you to be charmed and or frightened. Am I charmed and or frightened?
No.
Nope,
You're paralyzed.
So, not one of those? Damn.
Nope.
Nope.
It was worth a try, damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Squish is probably like foaming at the mouth now.
Bolt.
Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. Whee!
I just realised that
Well
I
hit.
changed her name to my typo.
Bluesy. We all love Bluesy, don't we, guys?
Yes.
That's 14.
Excellent.
Is there anything else?
No. What's a
Next
simple
up.
bird? Simple but effective.
Next up is the captain, and he has targets now. First things
God.
first, he's gonna slash E at Storm, slash E at Bolt, and then a stab E at Bolt.
Oh, well, they all hit.
Okay, so 9 to Storm, and then Bolt
Yeah.
shall receive 13.
My poor boy. Okay, 9 to storm. Okay.
Squish. Squish, you are no
Yes?
longer paralyzed, but you are affected by fear. You are now terrified of this revenant.
Okay, I can fix that next turn.
Pinky's turn. He's a
Wait.
scuffle around to here.
I want the captain to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
He fails, he takes more fire damage because he's still on fire.
Okay, roll it, please. For 15 damage. Meanwhile, Pinky is going to take a couple of slashes at Squish.
Ah, miss.
Okay.
Ah,
Next
you
up
miss me
is
for the
Storm.
power of love. Ah.
Right, well, I don't need to go save Squish now. Unfortunately, I've got nothing that can help with the fear, but seems she has a solution for that. So I will just do what I do best. I'm going to be a big buff panther man swinging my big angry sword that likes to feast on the blood of, like, evil people. Or just people in general. If it bleeds, he wants it.
That will hit.
Oh, good. Yes.
So
20
that
damage.
is 20 damage.
All right,
It's
and
not blood, but souls are just as delicious.
then... Okay. And
Yep.
yes, I would like Bolt to use its reaction with a coordinated attack.
That will hit.
14.
Another 14.
And that is my turn.
Okay, Jeremiah. I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
15.
Meets it, beats it, so you are not affected by the fire. You can move.
In that case, I'm going to step over here for now. A little bit away from the heat. And a 1.
That will hit. And you smash the skeleton to pieces.
Question. I know usually I can do two attacks. I would want to move Squish from where she is right now somewhere onto the foredeck. Would that be
that would be an action, not an attack.
Yeah, okay. Then Jeremiah's going to move here and wail on the fucker.
Okay. Roll it.
14.
14 will hit.
1 second, I'm just having everything pop up in my face. That's a 24.
How do you want to do this?
Separating the skull from the rest of the body so that it jumps up a little and then putting it in my hand. Squeezing until the blue lights go out.
Yep, you do that. Captain.
Well,
he's dead.
Well, now we should probably get off this ship, given that it's on fire.
Yep, double time. Everyone off the ship.
Okay, you all make your way back onto Ark.
All right.
And Ardeth very slow. You watch as Ark very slowly pulls away from the predator, and you get a fantastic ringside view as you just watch fire spread and consume the hull. Black sails vanish, the mast collapses, and rather than sink, it just burns until only the basic ribs at the bottom of the ship are left, where it finally starts to sink. You hear the screaming and wailing, and you notice a ghost stood on the water. The ghost turns and looks up at you all, gives you a little nod, and sinks back into the water.
Who was that?
Do we recognize this ghost?
I mean, it's probably
Roll.
Captain Falcon. As he was.
Roll me a history check. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that this is Captain Falcon's spirit, now permanently released. He can never be returned as a revenant. He's free.
Aye, that would be the spirit of Captain Falkland in his prime. Now he has 100 years of service to Aquanox to undergo. Long overdue.
As long as he doesn't use those 100 years trying to hunt us down.
To be honest, it seems like he's happier now than with having to run after people.
Oh, yes.
Squish, you should let your sister know. I'm fairly certain the Pirate Council would want to know that.
She might be preoccupied, Jeremiah. Storm just kind of fobs out towards the Maelstrom.
Shit!
Yeah,
Shit!
Squish
I
is gonna
knew I was
squint out
starting
and
to
see if she
forget
can
something.
spot you ship.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Yeah, as you look out to sea, you can't really see any ships, but you think you can see a couple of pirate galleons on just to the edge of your vision.
Okay, yeah, the Coast Court's already here. They might be aware.
Is the storm subsiding any, or is it still raging?
No, it's still raging, and you also notice to the south a ship escaping port. 2 ships escaping port, I should say.
It's one of them, the Windwalkers, perchance.
Squish, roll me a history check.
Sure.
13. Yep, you recognise the sails of the Windwalker's ship, but you don't recognise the sails of the ship she's chasing.
Ark,
It's helping.
intercept that ship that is being chased.
Could Squish get on MIDI and try and catch up on the ship and like set its sails on
You
fire?
could not. It's too far. It's too far out.
Damn. We're
fact,
against the wind, I'll never catch him on me.
Ark has already set forth out of the dock, and you find yourselves out in the open sea. Which is where we come to naval combat.
Oh,
You can see, you watch the Windwalker's ship vanish into thin air, leaving only this ship.
Which ship? Oh, this one. The thing that looks like a
Yeah, the one that
massive
says Iron
rowboat.
ship on it.
The butt plug of rowing. It looks a little bit like one. Sorry.
I can hear the regret from Seph.
You can hear the regret from me as well.
But I will say that you notice several galleons, a couple of pirate ships. You recognise instantly 2 of the ships there from the Cove's Court and a couple of Admiralty ships. So I can't remember the name of the ships. So one's you recognise one as Salt ship. Again, I can't remember the name of it. And you also recognise Yu's ship. Now, I would like to know who will be the helm. Who will operate the helm?
Well, boy, howdy. I have proficiency with that, don't I, Seph?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
So you-
that's Storm's position.
Yep. Storm. You. Kubar, you have control over the token.
Okay.
Who is going to be manning the gun?
We only have one gun?
Yes, we only have one gun. I shall.
If the player may make a suggestion, Samael did eye the harpoon quite hungrily the last session, so maybe he should have it if he's willing.
Okay.
I assume this one up here. Wait, is this us or this one?
That's
Yeah,
us.
you. The one with the little name saying Ark.
I don't see a name tag.
It's just underneath it.
No,
No,
we don't
it's
see name tags.
not visible to players.
Well, I can see it, so it might be because I can control it.
Yeah.
Right, give me a second.
Might need set to visible to everyone, not just editors or
Yeah,
whatever.
give me 1 second.
Could you put a little coloured blob on U's ship and the Admiralty command ship?
Yeah.
Just so you
And
can description.
and
Salt
salts.
ship.
Yeah.
There, can you see it? LT now?
Yeah. Now we can see it.
Right. This will be U's ship. And this is Salt ship.
It's fine, guys. We're only within 75 feet of him.
Now, I will let you move your usual 6 squares.
Yeah.
So you have a range of 6 squares per turn.
Good to know.
What's the scale of the squares?
I don't know. Which is why
He's
we go
just,
with a number of squares rather than... I'll go with a number of squares rather than thinking.
Ooh, my
I
roll
would
20 is kind of
probably
freaking out.
say... So I'll posted up the stats you need to worry about for arc, so I will...
Okay.
Right. I'd say the ballista's range is 6 squares as well.
Okay.
So
We don't need to roll for initiative, just...
Okay. Now,
It's pretty
Seph,
much-
I know you have perused the Ghost of Salt Marsh rules for this.
Yeah.
Does the full speed ahead action apply here?
That would qualify as a dash, so it can
Yes.
do, yes.
Excellent. So yes, Storm is going to use the full speed ahead action to get us closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, nope, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Boop.
Okay. Is there anything... Is there anything you wish to do as gunner?
Okay. Well, I'm assuming we are chasing this ship.
We are, yep.
Yep.
What armaments do we have again?
One harpoon gun.
Yep. You have
With
one
one-
ballista, which is... I basically did post the rules for it.
Okay.
So, if you're going to fire it, I will require you to make me... 1 second... Roll 1d20 and add 6.
1d20 and what?
D20 plus 6.
1d20 plus 6.
Okay.
I'm afraid that... Alright. Yeah, I'm afraid that will miss.
Question, has the music frozen for anyone else, or is it just me?
Let me
1 second, I'm going to change the music anyway.
There we go.
Yeah, go with that one. It is his turn next. He's going to change his course. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Running and hiding behind his friends.
Next up, it is the Australians.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move it spot in a block, but it's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Admiralty forces are next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to start opening fire. You is going to attack this one. So I just need to roll. Oh, wait. Here we go. $19. 21. So 25 and a 21. So I just need to work this out. 3d10 and 5d10. 3d10 and 5d10. So that is 46 to this one. Yeah, you just watch as a ballista bolt and a mangonel round go flying into this ship here, severely damaging it. Next up, this guy. He's gonna fire at this one. That will hit. And this one is hit with 22. Okay, it is now your turn.
Right. Quick question before we proceed. You mentioned you dumped the stats somewhere, but I can't actually find them.
Our
It's a handout.
stats in the handouts.
Where are
Jeremiah's
they? There they are. Thank you.
Jeremiah's going to pipe up. You know, with this amulet that I'm wearing.
Blister, move, hull, blah 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 blah. Let's see. Okay.
You know, with this medallion that I'm wearing, this amulet, I can apparently breathe even underwater. And I do have my solar axe.
Is that the amulet Squish gave you? Because unfortunately that does not work as water breathing. It only works on vapors.
Fuck. I just had the idea of sinking the ships with my axe.
Squish, however, does have a cap that allows water breathing. She also has a dragon that has a very fast swim speed. So it depends on whether or not you'll let Squish be a Navy SEAL. A torpedo.
I will not.
Damn.
I will not. Because that will complicate things far too much.
Oh, he only has a swim speed of 30 feet. Damn, I misremembered.
Yeah.
Yep.
He can fly faster
was
than that, and you said that he's going too fast to fly.
I was just going to suggest when we pass by, I jump ship and wail on them, but it might be hard for me to get back on board.
Which one's Harriman's ship again?
This one here.
Yep, and we're heading in that direction because Storm's going to head around the Stralians. I did consider weaving through them, but no, we're going to head around using the full speed ahead action, and hopefully we'll head off Harrowmount.
Are we within 60 feet?
We are now.
That's a very good question.
If we're going by the squares, yes.
Yeah, you are within 60 feet.
Okay, Middy's gonna cast Reduce on the ship.
Okay.
Basically, he's gonna shrink the ship.
Does the ship count as a single object?
Yes!
It does not.
Yeah, it does. The ship is an object.
Yeah.
It's a singular object.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. The ship is now a size category smaller, so it has gone from a ship to a barge. An arc is faster.
Okay.
It seems OP for a second level spell.
Oh, it's going to be even more fun.
It is now Harmon's turn.
If I may. Or is it just one attack?
Just one attack.
Yeah,
Well,
in fairness, Jake, I will actually look and see if it can be used on it.
I was having a decent idea, and that might even work. After all, I have 5 javelins of lightning.
Yeah, while we have this quiet moment, I'd like to have an in-character bit. Jeremiah,
Yes.
while we're undergoing this excursion, you might as well call me Captain Storm, since I'm likely to be court-martialed when we return to dry land.
Why would you be court-martialed?
I was ordered to stay in port, remember? We all were. But you're
Situations
not Admiralty officers.
situations change. They may try to drag you in front of the court-martial. They'll leave you be.
I wouldn't sweat it. I was planning on disobeying orders eventually anyway.
To be honest, with that fleet, and he points to the ships that are far, far in the distance, because I'm fairly certain it's not just a fleet of 9 ships from the Stralians. With those, they need every help they can get.
Absolutely. I wasn't going to leave Dad to handle this himself. Let him hog all the fun. Ha! How am I going to make a name for myself amongst the pirates if I'm not fighting alongside them?
So I did a little research, and there are a few schools of thought. One is that a ship is a construction that is a single object, however, considering the size of it, the spell would need to be cast at a higher level spell slot to affect the whole thing. Or, depending, this is the DM's choice entirely, it can be used on a single board or beam on the ship instead of the whole one. So I will leave...
Single board. I will go with single board lobby.
Okay, in that case, Squish is going to... or Midnight is going to shrink the main mast so it loses sail power.
Okay. You just watch as the mast practically disappears.
Have fun with the
Effectively
clothesline!
lowering its speed.
Now, if the sail doesn't shrink, that means now that the sail is like draping over the side of the ship. Does that create drag and slow it
Yep.
down?
Yep, it is now slowed.
Yeah! We could catch this motherfucker quite easily. Sammy! Put a harpoon in its skull!
You'll have to do that next turn. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. That's as far as he can go. Next up is the Australians. They are going to launch their ballistas at you. So they'll have small ones.
Yeah,
That's
it was my stupid idea, but even I realised it was
23.
ridiculously hard.
Oh, natural 20. And a 9. So 2 of those will hit. So that's...
Yeah, then the 20 would hit, but the 9 wouldn't. necessarily.
10. No, 7-9, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So Ark takes 38 points of damage to the hull.
Okay. Let me just put his health in the token. Then subtract that 28. There we go.
38.
Oh, sorry.
38, yeah.
Boom. Done.
I will point out that Jeremiah can repair the hull,
Oh, yes. He's our bosun.
but he will take 1 action.
Okay.
Okay, next up is the Alliance. You is going to continue moving forward. She's going to get to about there. And that's Mangonel round. And Ballista. Yep, those both hit. So that's save time 3d10. 5d10. Don't seem to have rolled.
Oh, I see them. 31.
Oh, yep. 19 and 31, right.
Yep.
Yep. The lead ship of this little squadron, basically the hull just buckles. Still afloat, but yeah. Pretty major damage. Salt is going to take a shot at this lad here. 20 and 18. So that's... I need to double the 3d10. That's 11, 22, 26, 48 damage to the lead ship here. This lad here is going to make his attack. It's 20. That's 17. So that's another... He's going to go for the same ship. That's 3d10. D5. 24. 27, 47 damage. And this... Yeah.
Oh, no. I was just talking to myself. Carry on. I'm looking up something.
This lad here is looking pretty bad. I'd probably say this lad's going to move into position here. He's going to try and finish off the ones that you left behind. So that's an 8 will miss. 18, yep. So that's 5d10. 17 points of damage to this lad here. It's your turn.
Whose turn?
Our turn.
That was
Yeah.
Alright.
your call, Captain.
Yeah. Yeah, about that. I need to, like, figure something out. Let's see. Okay. So, I just remembered. I have control water.
Okay,
Yep.
Caduceus.
That's a lot that's a lot I can do.
You could basically lower the ship.
Yeah,
You could create a storm. You could create a small whirlpool.
yeah. But I might want to save that for the big boys that we are currently tangled with. Yeah, I'll save that for a more dire situation.
You mean like the Maelstrom?
Yep. Okay. Let's...
Jeremiah actually points in the general direction of that.
Yeah, no need to Alright, so we're just going to use our base movement Now, Seph, another one of the special capping actions. Can I use the take aim action, which will allow Sammy to have advantage when he shoots with his harpoon?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
You got a clear shot, Samuel! Have at it!
I'll roll twice here. 15.
Okay. 15 and 10, and it's +6, so that's 21 and 16.
Oh no, I did do the +6 on there.
Oh, okay. So 1 second. That's...
How close are we?
You are within about 60 feet of it.
By the way, where's this handout?
It's
If
at
you
the
go
top.
to
Top of the list.
Yeah, top
Handouts,
of the
top of
list
the list.
Alright,
Okay.
matey.
I would like you to give me damage, please, because the first one will hit.
No, immolation
Yeah,
will
60,
make us-
10. X D10. No modifier. And roll.
That will hit. That's 39 points of damage. It is his turn next. He's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Almost
Australian's
out of reach.
turn next.
Remember, he's still slewed down because he has no sails.
Yep.
We should probably shoot him down.
Oh. I'd say you watch as one bolt hits you ship, and if it doesn't, you just manage to make out one bolt hitting salt ship.
Oof.
Speaking of which, it's their turn now. So this is you. That's gonna miss. That's definitely gonna. Actually, no, is it? Yeah, that's gonna miss, and that's gonna hit. So that's 5d10. So 20 damage to this lad. Storm's turn.
Now, yes. Is Harriman nearly out of range? Like, is this the actual map edge?
That's a map edge, yes.
Oh god, no, we
If
can't
he
let
gets
that
past
happen.
do we lose
No.
him?
Yep.
Ha! No! I cast control water to part a trench.
Have to bear me 1 second.
If you can get within 20 feet of him,
Right.
Squish can get on the ship.
34. You hear in the distance a loud crash as this boat sinks. You watch as the two other ships start to veer off. They have this
Sorry,
engaged.
Seph, you cut out.
And-
Oh.
They have disengaged and are fleeing the battlefield.
Okay.
Next up is your turn.
Yeah, so what about that trench I created?
Where are you putting it?
See, it's in a cube that's up to 100 feet. We don't need one that big. Yes, that's very helpful. Thank you, Jeremiah. Or Cork, rather.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me pick a color for this. Ooh. Pink.
Hey, that color seems familiar.
Yup. Okay. So let's use our movement to get closer. I'm just peering. Well, it's up to you guys. We can take it from here or leap down. I got this up for 10 minutes.
We could take pot shots at them.
Squish is gonna like scramble up Ark's crow's nest and try and see what's on the deck.
Art
many
doesn't
s-
have a crow's nest.
Oh, okay, then. The highest point she can get onto, and try and see
Yeah, you scramble up the tower where the blister is. Look
how
over
many
the
sailors
edge.
are there, how many soldiers, can I see Haramont?
Okay, that's an 11. So you look down, you can see sailors panicking, a couple of soldiers trying to arrange things, but no sign of Harriman.
I
How
swear
much
to
of a
God, if we'd
monster
been
do I
chasing a
want to
red
be?
herring.
How much of a
I
monster do
think-
I want to be?
It's up to you.
At this range, I could technically immolate a random soldier or sailor and hopefully set the boat on fire. Or we could just daintily sail in and take the ship. Or we could
Well,
sink it from
you will
range.
have to do it on your next. You'll have to do it on your next turn.
Fair enough.
Okay, not much that boat can do. It's Australian's turn now. They can sense what's going on. They're going to turn. Come in range.
Uh-oh.
It's one. It's a miss. Oh, that's a big miss. And that's another big miss. So yeah, one bolt finds Ark's hull. Oh, 15 points of damage.
Which is barely the damage threshold.
Next, I'd say these three are going to move into position here. These three are healing back this way. Next up, Admiralty ship. That's a miss. That's a hit. That is a hit. That's a hit. So 1d5 on the lead ship here. You just hear the sickening crunch as you make shore work of this ship. Meanwhile, Storm, Salt, I should say, is taking on this lead ship here. That's 3d10. And 5. Giving us a total of 37 damage. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, we're in quite the situation.
We take down the master that's boat down there. Can't go anywhere, can it?
It cannot.
It can't for 10 in-universe minutes.
Which is 60 rounds.
60 rounds. Okay, we're pretty good then. Right, so guys, we need a bit of player-to-player discussion here. Do we want to focus on trying to get Harriman or dealing with the oncoming ships?
Question is Haramont even on that ship?
Yeah, see, we need to establish that. So,
I always just sink it.
I mean, yeah.
Well, as long as
fuck.
Midi holds onto his concentration, it's not going to outrun us. And Storm has it completely trapped.
Yeah.
We do have a little bit of leeway in terms of time. So we should probably deal with the imminent danger. And then we can drop cannonball. We can drop pretty much everything but the kitchen sink onto that ship.
Alright. So, Seph.
Can I get everyone to... Just before we do that, can everyone make me perception checks, please?
Okay.
Yeah, one sec.
So, like, negate what I was about to say. Oh, wow.
Oh my
okay.
god.
Why is my vision suddenly all shit?
Okay. And Storm's perception. Oh, good. Someone can see today.
Yeah, you know nothing.
All right. Can we holler down to the ship as it's in the trench? Like, could Storm just go over the side a bit, like yell down?
It would take your action.
Okay. Fuck no. No. Like Cork said, we do have a bit of leeway here, so I will use the take aim action once again to give Samael advantage against all these lovely boys.
Or maybe could cast fog cloud between us to hide us from them.
But they know we're here.
They know we're here, and the problem is we wouldn't be able to defend ourselves right now.
Also,
Oh yeah, never mind.
Immolation
Maybe
is a
doesn't have it prepared.
concentration spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or rather, enlarge, reduce.
Yeah, it's also, I realised that I actually don't have it prepared, so never mind.
Okay. Alright, so let's give Samael advantage, and that'll be our turn.
Okay.
Next up is
Well, Sammy needs to shoot.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Sammy, make your shot. You want?
I'll say.
Who do you want to shoot? One of the ships that's not in the yellow square.
You guys want me to shoot out here? Or
I would personally prefer you would shoot somewhere around there. They're the closest.
Yeah, we got them kind of trapped for 60 in-game rounds.
okay, so I'll try and take aim at this one and ooh,
That'll hit.
okay, so 60 actually wait. 60 10
Multiple. Okay. Next up is Australian. You hear this ship emanates a loud blast on a horn, and you watch as Australians
Retreat.
Peace
about
out.
and retreat. You also notice behind you an additional 4 Admiralty galleons have shown up.
Arrived in the nick of time!
Shouting overboard. Oh, you want rescue? Better drop all your weapons overboard.
You watch as they all obey. And that is the end of the combat.
Well, I think we can let them up now.
Yeah, Storm will drop control water. The trench fills in, and they just bob on the waves for a bit as they settle.
Ballista's still trained on them.
Yeah, they kind of just sat there.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. There we go. Come up beside them. Storm's gonna cast Thaumaturgy to magnify his voice 3 times. So I have that spell. Woo! Right then, gentlemen, we are coming aboard. We are searching for a person of interest. If you comply, all will be well. I trust there are no objections.
Roll me a perception.
Da, 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 da. 24.
Yep, they pretty much just, they're all laying face down on the deck, basically.
Yep.
You've definitely shown them the power of the Admiralty and the court.
Well, that's what I do, Jeremiah. Now, come on. We have a crotchety old man to find.
Be careful.
We should
He's
wait
dangerous.
until we have a little bit of backup by one of the Admiralty ships. Or
Looks
pirate
like
ship.
family will be arriving sooner than the Admiralty.
Yeah,
Well,
Squish is gonna wave off to you, ship.
That's even better. People we know we can trust.
Okay. You make your way on board the ship, and I would like everyone to make investigation checks, please.
Investigation.
Jeremiah can investigate. This is a barrel.
You know what? For fun, I'll even have Bolt pitch in. That'd be a straight intelligence for him. Better than
Yep.
-2.
You all search through your ship until you find what you presume to be Harmont's personal quarters. And just for the hell of it, I would like a perception check.
Wait a second. These are no ordinary quarters. They're 2/3.
Bolts, Jeremiah, and Storm. As you start looking through the room, you find a bottle. And on the bottle is a label. Potion of polymorph.
Fuck, it could be anything.
Oh, for frick's sake!
It could have
We're on the ship.
turned into. Fuck.
We're on the ship.
No, he's probably. I have a suspicion.
Let me check something. Primeval awareness, blah blah blah.
Would Mitty be smart enough to know that polymorph only lasts an hour?
Roll me an intelligence check. I would say that he is, though.
Seph, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, how much polymorph? Does that mean if I use primeval awareness, classify as what he turned into rather than what he is?
I would say he would classify as a beast.
Okay.
Indeed. I would say
Yeah.
so as well.
Hmm.
I have a very vague idea where he is right now.
Well, share if you would.
The player has. The character has not really. Well,
Yeah. Let's say.
could I roll an intelligence check to see if the character would come to the same idea as I
Yep,
would?
You can. Yep, you can.
Okay. Because I have an idea. Would a 17 allow Jeremiah to
It does.
think about the following scenario?
It does.
Paramount becomes a sea creature, like say a squid or a fish. They throw him overboard. The other ship, the one that horned everyone in, picks him up. They get the hell out of here, and he's off scot-free. That's my hypothesis.
That's possible. But doesn't polymorph also reduce or enhance your intelligence to whatever creature you're
Oh, it does. You're as
changing
smart as what
into?
you're as smart as what you turn into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
but
a really
so-
dumb lizard.
I mean,
If he turned into a fish or some other lower sea creature,
All you have been able to do is flop around.
well, they would have known that he would have instructed them to throw him overboard as soon as possible, and the other ship to pick him up as soon as possible. I assume they had some bait. It's
I'm saying
just an idea.
I'm not dissuading it as a possibility, but I'm also saying that would he be smart enough to remember, hey, I should swim that way?
Well, if they have the most attractive bait for the creature. He would go there by instinct, wouldn't he?
Can Squish look around for any seabirds?
You can try.
But who's to say he didn't meet a terrible fate at the hands of a bigger fish?
That would be hilarious.
And no, Squish, you cannot see any seabirds.
I don't
Okay,
see any
okay.
unusual creatures that shouldn't be around here.
Again, you don't notice anything.
Seph,
Yep.
Storm's gonna have a little chit chat with the crew. You know,
Yes.
the kind of supplicating themselves.
Liddy's gonna have a little look around too, just in case.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
Midnight
sorry.
sees nothing unusual either.
Gentlemen, a couple of questions for you. Do you happen to have any issues with animals on board your vessel?
Can't say as we have. Well,
No.
present company accepted, of course.
The Storm's actually going to chuckle at that, dude. Cute. But, oh yeah. First things first, I would like to insight that. 19.
Yep. And he wasn't referring to you, he was referring to Jeremiah.
Yeah, it's still true. Still worth chuckling over.
Permission to punch him in the kidney, Captain.
Permission withheld. For the moment.
Hey, you'll just
All
prove
right,
it right.
Captain.
And, following up, I don't suppose you suddenly had to deal with fish or sea creatures appearing in, whoever's quarters we just departed from.
Can't say as I really have now. We're too
All
busy
right.
panicking over the fact that we're suddenly 30 feet below the fucking waterline.
Ah, yes, you're welcome. That was my handiwork.
Yeah,
But,
and the tail suddenly being too big. That too kind of took up our priorities.
Okay,
That was my beautiful son's work. Good job, Middy.
Okay, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Where's your passenger?
Yep, beat me to it.
He's already gone.
Okay, where is he gone? And I want you to think very carefully about how you answer this, considering that you know that
He's gone.
Yeah.
Jeremiah is
Where?
cracking his knuckles.
I don't know. He's free as a bird.
I fucking knew
Of
it.
course he is. Mitty, get up in the air, burn every bird you see.
Yep. Squish is getting on Mitty, leaving the interrogation to the guys, and they are taking off into the air and are looking for any birds they can see.
Roll me a perception check.
Seph, does a 15 allow me to glean any insight to what he just said? His comment about a bird specifically, like, is he being truthful? Is he trying to?
He's being true. He's not only being truthful. He's trying to be cute with you.
Mm-hmm. He is cute.
Feel free to break his knees.
Look,
Midnight. You can't
Jeremiah
see
just picks
any
up a
birds
club.
at all.
Here, let me help. Bolt, get up in the air and try to pick out any bird who seems like they're new at being a bird, like I was. And Bolt's just gonna shoot right up and make a perception check with advantage because he's fucking Bolt, baby.
5.
Yeah. Raid, he can't see anything unusual either.
Ah.
Is he hiding in the crow's nest?
I said, burn the ship.
I said you looked down, you couldn't see anything unusual.
Look up. If the DM is so peculiar about looking down, look up.
That's what Squish is doing.
Yeah, it's what we've done.
Yeah.
You don't look for birds on the ground.
Nope, there's no. But there's the occasional gull closer towards port, but you saw them coming out, so
Well, regretfully, it seems like our quarry has slipped away once again. But he can't get far on a polymorph. Only lasts an hour.
Permission to take my frustration out of this crewman. Jeremiah's just going to try to intimidate the crew members a little bit.
Well, let's compromise, Jeremiah. Sir, good sir, can you give us any more information on your passenger? Namely, why he was aboard your ship, where he was going, etc., etc. And if I don't like the answer, yeah, say goodbye to your kneecaps.
well, you ain't gonna like the answer anyway, because his main thing was getting away from you lot.
And that's all?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I guess he paid you just an enormous amount of gold and you didn't want to ask any questions.
Well, pretty much. I mean, let's face it. When one of the richest men in the Scorpion Coast tells you here's a bag of platinum, you don't ask questions.
Okay, everybody heard it. He admitted it to aiding and abetting a wanted criminal. Clap him in irons.
Okay, first things first. I presume a 25 insight tells me all I need to know about what he said. All of it.
Yep.
He's telling the truth?
He's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, Jeremiah, I think we can withhold the breaking of the kneecaps and just turn them over to the proper authorities when they arrive. You are quite correct, Squish. This gentleman and his crew are guilty of aiding and abetting a wanted criminal.
Well, who do we turn them over to? The court or the admiralty?
Oh yeah, on that note, Seph.
Well, that depends.
Because we know that Salt and
Go on.
we know that Salt and you are near us, or they're right here. Are there any admiralty ships coming?
You can see a couple of admiralty ships amongst the Alliance vessels north of your position, but they seem to be small. They seem to basically not be very important. You can tell that this part of the Alliance fleet was led by you and Salt.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that really depends. Would they want to be executed or imprisoned? And she says that, and she looks directly at the sailor who's giving drip.
Hold on a minute. I've got protection, you know.
From who?
I happen to work for the Arcanum. I happen to be working for some rather influential people.
I didn't hear a name.
I heard. Sanctum Arcanum?
No, not Sanctum Arcanum.
The Academia Arcanum?
Academia Arcanum. So,
no. I ain't got nothing to do with those wizards unless they need me to smuggle stuff, okay?
Squish is gonna punch him in the nuts.
I can't... Oh! If you for God's sake, let's look at a bloody flag.
Someone look at the flag.
Roll me a history check.
Oh, come on, even with advantage, that was shit.
You recognize this flag as the flag of the Ventrali Navigators Guild.
Oh boy. Are they a big deal, Seph?
They're relatively a small cog, given the mistress runs of Ventrali Empire from the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
But you could say they're part of the legitimate government.
You do realize...
My friend, you are a small cog in a very big machine.
You do realize you just committed treason against your country, right?
Yeah, and we know the people who pull the strings of the Ventralian Empire, so I'd change your tune if I were you.
Anybody who was gonna be willing to protect you, once they realize who you just helped escape, they're gonna drop you so fast.
Storm.
Does scapegoat
Well-
sound familiar?
Storm, may I ask you to bring on board Captain Anarchy, adopted daughter of the mistress?
I don't think this guy will realize that the mistress is in charge of everything.
Yeah, that's not common knowledge.
It's really not.
Okay.
Perhaps
All right.
I could be of assistance.
All right.
You
And who
suddenly
was
hear
that?
Windwalker appear behind you.
Oh,
Oh,
hi, Crystal Lady.
Perhaps
don't call her that. Someone.
I could help loosen his tongue.
Well, I already
please
made him a
do.
soprano, so have fun.
Yes, if you can make him an alto.
You watch as she grabs him by the groin and pulls him into the cabin.
Well, that's
Oh.
a unique interrogation technique.
Right, that's one problem taken off our hands. I trust the rest of this crew will be well behaved.
We will. To be honest, we never liked him. He's a right fucking dickhead.
Yeah, he's a bit of a prick, isn't he? He was charming at first, but then got old real fast.
So, who wants to tell us what we want to know?
As you
I
say
think-
that, you suddenly hear a crash as you see his head come through the window pane.
Hopefully
pulled
still
back
attached to
through,
his
not long
body.
enough. Yeah, still attached to his body.
Good question.
Look at the.
I thought that too.
You having fun in there?
Squish
Now,
is gonna...
Jeremiah, this isn't fun. It's business. But I'm sure she's having a bit of fun as well.
Squish is just gonna glance over to the broken window and then just gonna turn her head slowly to give the rest of the crew like a really meaningful look. So, who wants to tell me a story?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure, because Squish is good at that.
Yeah, they're kind of terrified by the fact that the mistress's top assassin and spy is currently beating the shit out of their captain.
Well, I'm fairly certain we can put in a good word to keep her from doing that to you lots.
This is
What
annoying.
of that?
Jeremiah. Yeah, you watch as one of us. Look, we were just told to pick up the guy, take him back to Ventral City. That's all we know.
Ah,
So we have a place he went to.
well,
Yes,
likely. If he turned into a bird, there's no knowing where he went or how far he got.
He's
But
on
that
that
does give us a
Australian.
port of call.
He's with the Australians. The ones that zoom
Yeah.
past as soon as they blew the horn.
See, my theory wasn't entirely stupid. It just was a bird instead
Oh,
of a fish. Mr.
fair
Seven,
enough. Fair enough.
thank you very much for your help.
He got
There's
away
no problem,
again.
but I'll be. And
Squish, what did you want?
And she's just getting really frustrated that he got away again. She's gonna punch something. Probably the mast.
Now, Squish. Actually, Storm would like to try and catch that fist, so guess that'll be a Dex or an Acrobatics or something like that.
Well-
What do you say, Seph?
I want Dex v Dex.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Say that Sammy's gonna swing his mace at the mast. Take a nice big chunk out of it.
I'm sorry to point this out, but this is guild property, you know.
Yeah.
We should probably refrain from destroying this. Certain people might frown upon that. It's a good thing that we have a carpenter. That you have a carpenter on board.
Now, don't you dare fix their ship.
Well, it is not their ship. It's belonging to their guild.
Yeah, I'd like to step in here as a representative of the Admiralty. It is generally bad form to destroy a ship that has surrendered to us. So, Jeremiah, if you could patch up that little dent that we left, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. What would I have to roll, or do we just assume that Jeremiah is
Just
fixing
give me a
it?
roll with carpenter's tools.
Okay. Carpenter's tools. What would I have to roll with? Because I don't have spellcasting abilities.
Dex.
Okay.
Oh, just the tool in the proficiencies.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you're able to fix it up, make it look like there's been no damage at all.
Right. Thank you for that, Jeremiah. Sterling work as
Not a
always.
problem. Not a problem.
Right.
You should, however, have it looked at later on. Looks like there's still a few splinters coming off of the crossbeam there.
Yeah, we'll make sure to have a look when we get back to port.
Right. Samael, Squish, I, of all people, share your frustrations. But these gentlemen, they may have been a part of this, but they will be tried in the proper courts. But since these gentlemen have been rather cooperative, then we may be lenient on them. But that asshat in there still just kind of gestures to the dickhead who's being quite brutally handled, I imagined. Yeah.
He's getting
the full extent of the law. We're going to throw the book at him.
You watch as the Windwalker drags him out, roped up, and she goes, "Excuse me, I just need to interrogate him a little longer."
By all means, just make sure he's still breathing by the end. He has to attend court.
That's up to him. And basically, she dives overboard with him.
Oh, she's using her old techniques.
Right. I believe we've done all we can here.
Well, if we could have Captain Salt on the Breeze and Captain Your Little Green step here and take care of these fine gentlemen.
Yeah, on that note, where are our family members, Seph?
As you say that, you watch as Salt swings down on a rope. Right, well, I heard you lot were causing a bit of trouble, so what's going on here then?
Fantastic entrance, Dad. In short, we are pursuing a horrible, horrible man that needs to be brought to justice. He got away.
He hurt your son's bird.
His son's son, Jeremiah.
He hurt your grandchild then.
Roll me.
Not the correct terminology.
Yeah, you could just see the visible confusion on Salt's face of his talking grandchildren.
Bolt, your son's adopted son.
He kind of gives you that nod of okay, but I'm just not going to make a point. He's not going to argue the point on it.
So it's a little bit personal.
Right, well, what information did you manage to get out of this?
The arsehole that we were pursuing has probably fucked off to Ventral City.
Well, it's a good job you know someone in charge there, don't you?
That we do.
Grins devilishly.
Right, well,
well, but
yeah, I have sent message to Lizzie letting her know what's going on. I've not heard anything back from her,
but we need
do
someone
miss her. We do miss her.
Yes, we do miss her.
Right now, she could probably just sit. Anarchy could probably just send a message ahead to the mistress saying, "Hey, this vessel's going to show up. Make sure you have an army ready to beat his ass down once he gets there."
He's likely arriving with Australians.
Right, well, we'll get this lot back to port.
Yes.
In the meantime, you lot best take a look at your ship. I get a feeling it took a few knocks.
Yeah.
Aye. Arc sturdy, but he took a few hits.
Yeah, I have to fix a few holes in the hull, and someone needs to help me with the bailing out of water.
I'll pitch in with that, don't you worry.
Okay. Right, well, I'll go get these Admiralty sponges back to Central, and then we part ways in some harmonious fixture. Can't say I ever enjoyed working with the Admiralty, but when the massive invasion fleets steaming towards the islands, well, gotta make your bed with the people you live next door to, don't you?
Better the devil you know, Dad.
Exactly. You want to just salt me to go back onto his ship. And
Hey!
it starts with it.
It's been good to see you again, however brief.
Good to see you as well, lad. You look
Ah,
after
Storm.
yourself
You too!
and the little goblin wife of yours.
Yeah, Squish?
I was about to say, did you tell him that you'd actually gotten married, but then he said you little goblin wife?
Yeah.
How did he know?
I mean, you told you, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, you sent her a message.
Oh yeah!
You caught her at an inopportune time.
Oh yeah! I got married. Bye! I love ending messages like that with you.
That was the
Yeah,
fourth.
speaking of that,
Oh, hi you.
Hey, you.
first off, seriously, what the fuck you two got married without me?
Yeah,
Why,
we kind of had to do
Did
it
you
kinda
think a
quick.
marriage is between three people?
Well, no, I just kind of expected a little bit more pizzazz, you know? I mean, you ever had a pirate wedding?
Ah,
No, but
we got married
we
on the
can
ship.
always. Yes.
Not quite what I meant. There's usually a lot more debauchery and drinking involved after a pirate wedding.
There was a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had some of that.
We were
Right.
going through some heavy matters at the time, and we thought better late than never. But when all is settled, I think we'd be down for a pirate wedding, wouldn't you say, Squish? We'll go all out. Make it a great big party.
Right, fair enough.
I mean,
Second,
I'm sure that will satisfy my new sister-in-law.
I think it will.
I
Second,
think. Yeah.
you dealt with Parkrin, didn't you?
Aye,
He's
we
not
did.
coming back.
No, he's not. But he's
That's a relief.
yeah. When we saw him depart, he looked much better than he probably had done for, gosh, so many years. He was like his old
that's
self.
Good. That's good. Right, well, I'm going to give this lot a tow back to Storm Point. I'll sort out what to do with them there. But you lot best fix yourselves up and get after them.
That's the plan.
Jeremiah is taking a good look around to see if the Windwalker has popped up with the captain again. Or without the captain.
At this point, about a minute has passed. You can see when suddenly he bursts from the surface, desperate for air. She pops up very carefully and just slowly starts to push him under.
You having fun down there?
It's enjoyable work, I will admit to it.
It must feel a lot like the good old days.
Seph,
given the rumors that I heard back then.
Seph,
Yeah,
has you departed, or is she still around?
she's still around.
Okay. Storm would like to take her aside for a moment. I understand you were close to the captain, and me and him, we both served the same patron. If you like, when I talk with my patron next, I can pass on a message through him to Falcon. He's always been accommodating, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind such a simple request.
Nah, it's alright. I sent my goodbyes to folk a long time ago.
If you're sure.
Yeah, I'm sure, but thanks, little brother.
Little brother, how old are you?
Well, I am Squish's older sister, so logically, since you're married to my little sister, that makes you my little brother. No matter how old you are or how big you are.
Yeah, I don't really
Well,
know how old I am.
okay, I can't argue with that.
Good man.
So just gonna like rub, like pat you shoulder, just give her a smile. Pleasure being a part of your family.
Pleasure to finally have one
Oh,
again.
Does this mean that you're gonna start trying to pull the family strings with... And she points to the other ship.
Nah, I mean, it's salty of our own way of doing things.
Ah, fair enough.
Usually involves getting drunk and arm wrestling, but
sounds like the dream.
traditional way we settle things in the court.
Mida's just like sitting behind you, just like set his head on her head, or just his chin on her head, like nuzzling his
Yep.
auntie.
And you're a good lad as well, Middy.
Yeah, I think he's happy about having a bigger family too.
As it is going on, you watch as Windwalker drags the captain back onto the deck, kicks him through the doorway into the cabin again, goes in after him, and emerges a few minutes later, throwing him onto the deck. Right, I have the information I need from him.
Care to share?
I can't give
Yes.
you the actual names of the people involved, but let's just say I'm going to be very busy when I get back home.
You
Home?
can't give us the names, or you won't give us the names.
I won't. This is my hunt.
Oh.
Home? You
But-
mean back to there?
For Ventral City, yes.
That
That
I
is
was-
home.
yes, of course. I didn't want to insinuate anything else.
God.
Good.
I trust that you'll be informing your employer of everything you've learned today.
Naturally.
Right, there we go then, Jeremiah. We don't need to pass on a warning or a message. The Windwalker will do that on our behalf.
But bear in mind that your friend Haramond will always have protections, even from us.
Oh, yes, of course. The perks of nobility.
That's why we're going after him.
Precisely.
Also, seriously,
Yes.
has there not been word sent around that this guy's the bad guy?
You can be.
In Ventral City, in terms of being the bad guy, he will be a very, very little fish.
Well, yeah, but if you
Let's-
offer money for information on him, or to actually bring him in, people tend to get him motivated.
I get the impression that Haramant has more money than anyone else can offer.
Well, he could compete with the mistress, I assume. But that would be just throwing more and more money at the problem.
Let's just say that there are certain individuals in the ruling council who do not show the proper respect due. for the mistress.
Oh, yay. He has supporters.
He has
Not
friends in
so
high
much.
places.
Yes, and depending on how long it takes me to get back, those supporters may soon find themselves discomforted.
Well, then, I don't think we should keep you then, huh?
You're gonna shank a bitch, aren't you?
Precisely. Many
Well.
bitches, I feel, but I shall inform the mistress that you are on your way.
Yes. Though there's still this Maelstrom that I don't like. Mocks me.
Yeah, you can basically sense the Maelstrom starting to calm at this point.
That's that problem.
Well.
And let's deal with our next problem. Storm just gestures to the busted up arc with a fair few holes in him.
Yeah,
Let's get to work, Wilson.
I should be getting down to business.
You
No.
take Ark back.
Faramond has a lot of friends in high places. I guess that means I'll just have to go up higher on Midi and drop on him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
You make your way.
Yes.
You make your way back into Stormpoint Harbour, basically to make you, basically just to have somewhere where Ark can wait and be repaired.
Yep.
I'd say,
Yeah.
Jeremiah, make me a check with your carpenter's tools, please.
Constitution or dexterity? Because it's a little bit more extensive. Okay. 11. It's not the best job.
It's taking you. You're able to get a basic grasp of how to fix it, and Ardeth is helping you with some of the more technological side of it. And between the two of you, you're able to fix up Ark fairly well, but it has taken you best part of 2 days.
Jeremiah is actually going to try to work through the night in order to reduce it to just 1 day, taking 1 point of exhaustion, if that is okay.
Okay. By dawn, you have fixed Ark, and you are now on the 7-day voyage down the coast to Ventral City.
Oh, good.
Trip's done. But still.
You should get some rest, Jeremiah. It's a long, long way to Ventral.
No, I just need more of that coffee.
Nope, sleep. You can have coffee after.
If 7-day trip, you might as well get your rest.
No, sit, flump, falls onto the deck, snores.
Alright, let's get him into bed. Huh.
A second. So, is there anything anyone wants to do while on your little voyage?
Boy, here's something we've neglected for a while. Squish's draconic lessons.
Yeah. Hey, don't look now, but there's an old man down in the bottom hold. Oh, hey,
He hasn't.
Midi's
He hasn't
girlfriend's
left
still
us
here.
yet.
Or Bolt's girlfriend's still here.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
assume
that-
that.
No, I'd say she left as well.
Yep.
She's
She's off doing Phoenix things. But is Saeed still actually with us?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So, Squish will be learning to speak Draconic and trying to learn how to spell her name in Common.
Okay. Squish, roll me an intelligence check.
Would that be with advantage because Storm is teaching her?
Yes, with advantage.
Good.
And
Oh.
Sammy is teaching as well.
Yeah, I will. All right, I'll let you have I'll tell you what. I'll let you have an additional. I'll let you double that. So meets it, beats it. Yep. You're managing to get a pretty good grasp of spoken Draconic. You're struggling a little bit with writing, but yeah, you're not doing too bad.
Yeah, you're
Just
coming
the-
along pretty well, Squish.
Squish is still writing the preschool S sometimes.
Yeah, excuse me, very proudly holding up her thing, like her S's are backwards.
Oh,
This
don't
is
you worry.
weird.
I had a hard time with S's in Draconic at first, too.
That's common.
Oops.
She's trying to learn common
Yeah, retract
in that regard. The writing in common.
The writing is in common. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Squish, we got many more days for you to get that down pat. You've come a long way in a real short amount of time. Especially considering we've been neglecting lessons.
Yeah, well, that's how things go. Besides, how am I
after-
supposed to teach MIDI if I don't know?
Exactly.
After a long night's sleep, Jeremiah just stumbled into the area. Oh, you're learning. You're learning Draconic.
Aye. We've been neglecting Squish's lessons, so we're catching up on it while we have the time. You look like you need to catch up with your coffee.
Exactly, and he pulls out a mug saying number 2 dad, because someone already has the number 1 dad mug.
Yep. Storm sips from that mug. Ah.
You realize, of course, I'm going to be taking that away from you someday.
You know, didn't know we had a number 2 dad mug.
I wasn't talking to you, Jeremiah.
One day, yes, but that day is not today.
Yeah, Sammy's gonna be a great dad. I can't wait to go and meet your little babies. They're gonna be so cute. Do you think
Oh,
they're all
boy.
gonna be blue or they're gonna be red like your wife?
I'm just gonna say that Storm was like kind of choke. Storm's gonna snort on his coffee at that point.
What if they're purple?
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Guys, you do remember that was a secret, right? You guys forgot that only Storm knows about
Oh
that.
shit! Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Wait, didn't you tell Squish?
Yep, but he told you to keep it a secret. It was up to Sammy when he reveals that fact.
What?
So it's up to
Sorry,
you,
Sammy.
Jurnis. Do you have
What?
Jurnis? Do you have Squish spill the beans, or are you going to retract that?
Are you telling me that?
No, I'm gonna play the scene as we did it.
Okay.
Sammy says he'll take the mug away, and then Squish is like, "Oh, people are okay with this. Then I'll talk about it."
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wait, what? Wait,
Well, Samuel, shall I tell them or shall I?
Yes, but Helmut has informed me that my wife, who I had some fun with before marriage, has laid her first clutch.
congratulations.
Aye, now that we're out in the open about it, congratulations, my friend. I know you make a great father.
Ah.
In fact, Storm's gonna pour out his coffee, rinse out the mug super quick, pour a fresh mug, and pass his mug on to Sammy.
Jeremiah
Welcome to fatherhood.
Jeremiah takes his mug, from which he did not take yet a sip, and hand it over to Storm. I'll just get myself a new mug.
Oh, I'm sure we have a number 3 dad here somewhere.
Number 1 uncle. Oh, that'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah. Yeah.
After all, it might still be a while until I have a child with my beloved.
Here's a question, Seph. So we as
Yep.
players know that due to wacky, magical, and deific shenanigans, that the normal barriers to having children of mixed species doesn't apply here. But is that common knowledge? Like, is that known?
Well known.
Sorry, Seph, you cut off super
It's
hard.
not well known beyond stories of heroes, like half dragon heroes, half minotaur heroes, that sort of thing.
Okay, so even to Ranger Boy, it's stuff that's just legend.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeremiah is saying that with a
I would,
grin.
s- I would
So,
say, I would say no smoke without fire, basically.
Yep. Well, Jeremiah, who knows? Maybe the stories are true. You may have a child. You may have a child with your Minotaur, honey. Who knows? Maybe I could have some with Squish. Wouldn't that be crazy?
But I'm a human and she's a minotaur. There's a bit of a difference.
I've heard stories of half Minotaur heroes, half dragon heroes too. A Tabaxi Goblin, eh? Why don't you call that, Squish?
Tabaxi.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking Tablin.
Oh yeah, that sounds way better.
Oh,
Still just kind of gets all like doughy-eyed and just has a daydream about Tablin children, like armfuls of them.
I
well,
found a mug that says #1 mom. Squish holds up a mug that says I hate Mondays.
pretty much the same, to be honest.
She's all proud of herself.
Both the player and Allstorm have the heart to get her the correct mug. Like, damn right you're the best mom. #1 mom forever.
Yes. If anyone says anything else about this mug, that it is not your mug, that it's not the one mug of #1 mom should have. They're full of shit.
Why would you phrase it like that, Jeremiah? That's a really weird way of saying yes.
I don't know.
So, Seph, the player is curious. What have we seen of Ardeth and Saeed during our voyage? We're generally working on the ship. Are they having private conversations? Like, what's been going on with those two?
You notice that Saeed went to a cabin and hasn't really left since.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Should we see what's going on with the two? I mean, or should we let father and daughter have some more private time?
I'm just gonna knock on the door and see if they need anything. Oh boy. Alright, so since Storm has a feeling, and so does the player, he's going to politely and gently knock on the door.
Ardeth.
I would say before you get there, you notice Ardeth is stood outside.
Ah, Ardeth, is everything okay?
Define okay.
Oh, fuck. Are you and Saeed well?
I may need to make an arrangement.
What arrangement? Sorry, I just arrived.
17. Has he passed?
Not yet, but he's not far from it.
Oh, that was above game, but question answered either way.
I
Oh.
intend to make a temporary portal to allow him to get to Arcadia.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help with that?
All I would say is make sure I have plenty of room to do it.
All
I think I
right.
should be okay doing it down in the engine.
Hmm.
I'll be
Do you need
sorting
any
it out.
help moving him, or...
No, I'll be able to deal with it.
If you're sure,
anything- And remember, if there's anything you need, we're here for you.
I know. I just need to go and prep him for the
Travels.
travels. She kind of very quietly recovered.
Storm just kind of looks to Jeremiah and, yeah, he looks very pained.
We should give them some privacy.
Aye, that goes without saying.
I'm going to research a few things with art. You know, traveling rights and the like.
Alright, you do that. I'll, inform the others.
Right. And yeah, Jeremiah goes straight to Art's chamber. But we can first have the other scene.
So, yeah, Samael, Squish, Storm looks rather solemn when he arrives.
What happened?
Saeed is... His time on the material plane is almost up. He's at death's door. He's about to pass. Ardeth's going to make a portal back to Arcadia in the engine room. She's requested that we basically leave her to it, and I think we should respect that. Just know that we're here for her in whatever capacity she needs, and if space is what she wants, space is what she'll get. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Like with my dad, Captain Dad, Barrelborn, it's just his time. It doesn't really make it any easier, though. So, just show Ardeth due consideration for the next, couple of days at least. I think that's all we can do.
Yeah.
I need that coffee. Storm gets back to taking a deep, deep drink of his coffee. Right, well. This may sound callous to say considering the circumstances, but life goes on. Believe you've got lessons to carry on with. But I understand if you want to give it a miss for the rest of the day, Squish.
You know, I just had a really bad thought.
Aye?
I'm going to outlive you.
That you are, yes. By a considerable margin.
Squish just looks sad and just like clambers under your knee and gives you a hug.
Aww. Storm wraps his big, beefy arms around Squish and cuddles her close to his big, floofy chest.
That
Hey.
sucks.
It sucks, but, I'm okay with it. I knew what I was getting into when I made the decision to let you have your wish. Your happiness meant more to me than anything else. you'll be here to look after Midi, and, you know, sure Bolt will be popping his head in from time to time after I'm gone as a phoenix. And you can keep an eye on him too for me.
Yeah.
And hey, I know that Lord Aquinox will give me shore leave every now and then. I'll visit.
You better.
Oh, please, every moment I'm gonna be like, well, Snow, you're gonna be covered by me every chance I get. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You need your kitty bed, don't you?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
say what? I say what is this? Purse 3?
Maybe. Hey,
Hey,
to be fair, if you haven't had a fuzzy, warm bed, you're missing out.
it's true. Facts of life. But hey, I want to make one thing perfectly clear for you. Every decision I've made, every sacrifice I've made, every one I've made for you, I don't regret in the slightest. And he punctuates every word there of a boop of her beautiful little button nose. I knew what I was getting into. And he just smiles. A very happy, contented smile. You're worth it, Squish. You always have been.
You see her little eyes are tearing up and she's just gonna nuzzle in. Yeah, still. Now we're gonna make the best of it, right?
Absolutely. Every single moment we have, live to the fullest. And that's a promise. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's decided then too. We have to help Sammy get back to his wife too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thinking that'll be our first stop once we're done with this.
Would you
I
like that,
imagine you're
Sammy?
in a rush to get home. Samuel.
Sorry.
I imagine you're in a rush to get home, aye?
Yes, I want to see my little hatchlings when they're born, but oh well, you don't want to hatch, but you know, need to take care of this first.
Yeah.
We won't keep you for a moment longer than we have to, Sammy.
I really thought we could have ended it the other day.
Aye, me too. It's real frustrating the way he continues to wriggle out of our grasp. But we can't let that get us down. Not now.
It's like
Soon
he
he's
has
gonna run out of places to run.
almost like he has plot armor.
It sounds overpowered. Is it better than your
The next-
adamantine? Because you're like really hard to hit.
The next few days carry on fairly quickly. I would like everyone to make me perception checks, please.
2nd. Perception.
Hi, Chi.
Oh yeah, now I roll a good perception.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
now I roll decent numbers.
You're all able... You can hear soft, quiet voices in Elvish coming from the engine room at some point in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Well, there's a short conversation. You can't really make anything out. You can just hear that there's voices down there, and eventually it just falls quiet.
I hope Ardeth's okay.
I'm fairly certain Orla will take care of her. But we should keep an eye out for Ardeth if she needs us. I know she could. I mean, I've learned to understand that she's stubborn as well as a door frame, to use one of the vast allegories that I could find from within my profession.
She's almost as stubborn as you.
Oh, I sometimes have the feeling that Ardeth is even more stubborn than me. But it's not a bad thing.
I'm sorry, that was mean. I was trying to playfully insult you to cheer myself up, but it didn't work.
It's all right. It's all right. It's not. It's unfortunately not the happy fun time right now. I'll bring a mug of coffee down to her in case.
Give her till morning, Jeremiah, at least.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Better
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides, I have a sneaky suspicion that she may not be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, if anyone wants to roll a perception on that deception from Storm, you're welcome to.
Would be insight?
It's a visual thing. Well, Jeremiah definitely sees it. Do you want to get in on that, Squish, or are you like, yep, Squish is busy?
Right. Squish is distracted. She's gonna go try and cheer herself up by going to play with the boys.
Yeah, Jeremiah, Storm is crying, but he's trying to, like, rub the tears away.
You know, Storm. It's okay. It's okay to let it out.
Yeah, I know, it's just, you know, I lost my own father. I mean, I know I have two, but still doesn't make it any easier. Who knows how this is going to affect Ardeth. She sees things differently from us, but losing your parent.
I mean, she didn't really have that much of. And he stops as soon as he spots Ardeth from the corner of his eye. You all right, Ardeth?
Yes. I'm fine.
Insight. Because Jeremiah doubts that she's as fine as she claims she is.
She seems slightly melancholic, but not much different to how she usually is.
That's a 21 reveal more.
You get a feeling that it's more not so much the fact that that Saeed is going to die soon, more that he's getting to spend the time with the one daughter that he really went to pieces over losing.
Oh, fuck. Rejected in his dying wish.
Not rejected, no, just that it's more that Ashani was always the daughter that he was closest to.
Mm.
And,
both of them creative types.
Yeah. Whereas Ardeth was always a bit more difficult.
If you want to sit with us and maybe just be quiet, that would be perfectly fine.
Ardeth does take a seat. She takes off the mask, has a quick sip of coffee. Shani has arranged for accommodation. And the professor is already, well, putting him to work, for lack of a better word.
Did I just hear that correctly? Putting him to work?
roll me a history check. Good advantage.
Yeah. 20.
Yep, you heard that right.
I'm sorry. Did I hear that correctly? I mean, I understand Arcadian /4 claimer culture is very different from Torellian culture, but putting a dying man to work seems rather in poor taste, unless these are Saeed's wishes.
It's not physical work, Storm.
What kind of work is it?
Basically, he's putting down his knowledge.
Oh, okay, sorry. Just threw me through a loop for a second there.
Yeah, I have assumed that she was going to put him into one of her experiments.
No, he's just... She got him basically putting his knowledge down in the records.
Well,
Writing-
considering the type of man
Writing
he is,
memoirs.
he's probably very happy about that. As much as he can be.
It'll take him a little while. It should be another... Probably has another couple of years, perhaps. I'd say about 18 months, but yes. There'll be enough time for him and the Shiny to reconnect. And to give the Arcadians a little bit more to work with.
18 months.
They sure have magical abilities to restore a man who's ready to
Yeah,
take
true.
the long travel.
We elves do everything slowly when it comes to age.
You're telling me I read it totally wrong. I thought he had days at best.
Relativistically speaking, he does. You forget that to me, one of your day.
Sorry, Seph, I think you cut out there, buddy.
One of the days is what?
For me, one of your days is a die.
The important part has been missing on my end.
A day
It's
to...
a blink.
sorry.
A day to you is a blink of an eye to me.
I've met elves that would disagree with you, but that's probably a philosophical question.
The relative ages of our respective species is a bit of a trippy thing to deal with. You insist that she's my elder sister.
Well, it's normal. She's the sister of. She's the older sister of Squish.
Yeah, but I'm 45. Actually, I've forgotten how old Storm is. Jeez. Yeah, I'm 40 years old.
Still,
I will confirm that you is 10 years younger than Storm.
There we go. Goblins don't usually live that long.
yeah, but you have to keep in mind that you need to calculate goblin years into common years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all a bit,
So
confusing.
she would be older than you by
That or the actual physical age is irrelevant to her.
yes.
You're married to her little sister, therefore you're her little brother.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works with a few orc tribes as well, as I understand it.
Well, all right. I'm not gonna fight it. It's nice having a big sister.
Well, she's a little bit shorter than you, but still.
She's large in spirit, much like her younger sister.
That she is.
The rest of the voyage continues on. And the large, imposing but welcoming wall of
Control City.
Montreal City. You make your way off Arc, deal with the customs officials, and walk your way inside. You've arrived in Montreal City,
Lovely.
and that is where we shall leave it for this week.
So, this is it, isn't it? The last big area of the game.
Yep.
This is it. This is the part that everything has been building up to.
Crazy,
yes.
isn't it?
You're getting close to the end.
This is the way that Harrowmont will end. Not with a bang, but in a river.
Such a shame
So-
that Storm didn't come and
What?
check on Squish and the boys in the vault.
Well, we ran out of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Squish was in there crying, by the way.
So, play the game.
I think putting the ship basically into surrounding it with being landlocked would
Thank you.
be the
Yeah.
play of the game. Second would be the shrinking of the main mast.
Control water is a really good spell, guys.
Especially for a seafaring
Equinox.
campaign.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Equinox is most kind with his boons.
indeed. Fail of the game.
Not being able to realize that he escaped and polymorph.
You barely missed out on the perception check to see him flying off. Barely by 1 point.
You just barely fucked off.
Even with 25 with MIDI?
He got a nat 20.
I was about to say, like, Bob got a really high roll too.
Yeah, he
But we
was.
can't beat an at 20.
No, he was jumped out of there.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, theories, or ideas?
Harmite's got a massive trap waiting for us.
I gotta say, like, this guy, he's like playing fifth dimensional chess here, because he used polymorph to escape, which meant because he's obviously smart, so he's obviously smart enough to know that if he polymorphed himself, he'd get dumber. So somehow he accounted for that.
He
Yeah.
turned himself. He turned himself into an osprey. Pretty intelligent bird.
Damn. Yep, fair enough.
See, my headcanon was that someone on the Australian ship was standing there with a mirror just making shiny things.
That too. There was obviously. He made preparations. He prepared.
Yeah.
But you really got him down to the bone. So.
God.
We were this close, and I'm having my fingers touch each other to get in him, and cutting the last chapter of the story out.
Each time he slips away, the party's just getting more and more pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're getting closer and closer to him.
Yup.
He's already here. He's already feeling the warmth of our breath on his neck.
Mm.
Gee, I
Yes,
wonder if he's thinking, maybe I shouldn't have murdered the big buff cat man's son.
Not that
Oh.
kind of Osprey bloody.
I'm fairly
And-
certain he is regretting everything that he's done
Yeah.
to this up to this point. He's getting desperate.
Oh yes, he is. But yep, that's Maelstrom for this week. Before we do good nights, I have just got one thing to add. I'd like everyone to join me in wishing Mr. Matthew Mercer a very happy birthday for today.
Oh,
Yes!
shit, didn't know.
Is it?
Happy
So-
birthday, Matt!
Happy birthday, Matt!
We owe him many
Yep.
things because it was his videos of how to be DM that I actually got the courage to be EDM. So, thank you for those videos.
Yeah.
I didn't know he put
Yeah.
out videos like that. I should watch those.
Yeah.
They're on the Critical Role channel, but it's like Matthew Mercer, how to DM good or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, those
He has
up
some-
now.
started.
Pretty good basic tips. A lot of which
Nice.
I've shared along with you guys as well, but if you want to check
Yeah.
it out.
Perhaps the most important thing he's taught I think everyone as a DM is be passionate about it, enjoy it, make sure everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Think
You
that's the
don't
most
have to be
important.
Matthew Mercer
That-
to be a good DM.
Exactly. So on that note, it's a good night from Cork,
Good night, everyone.
a good night from Icy,
Good night, everyone.
a good night from Jurnis,
Squish is very unhappy that she is aware of her husband's mortality. Good night.
a good night from Kubar,
Good night, everyone. And don't worry, Storm will make sure that you won't be worrying about that for long and you're just enjoying everything you get with him.
Oh god, he's
and
gonna kill me too!
last but not least, is a good night from me as well. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.